it's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. It is so good to see you guys today. In today's video, I do part 2 of a part 3 series featuring the Basic Bitch palette from MAC. This palette is so gorgeous, has gorgeous cool tone shades which are perfect for fall. I do use other palettes within this series just for transition shades in my crease because I feel like you can use these, like the burgundy shade or the navy shade, for a crease color, but I wanted to really mix it up a little bit and mix warms with cools. So I use the Jaclyn Hill palette for my crease, but you could use any colors that you have. You don't even have to do a crease color. You could just do the lid color. That's totally fine as well. And if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, please keep on watching. Bye guys!
Hey everyone! So my eyelids are already primed and ready to go. I'm going into my Jaclyn Hill palette first off, and I'm going into the shade MFEO, and I'm buffing that into my crease, and I'm making this very smoked out because this is going to be a transition color. So I'm doing back and forth sweeping motions, and I'm going from basically the inner corner of my eye to the tip of my eyebrow. Now I'm going into the shade Butter. And with a smaller brush, I'm going to buff this into my crease as well, doing the same motions, but I'm going just slightly lower than I did with our previous shade, and I'm slowly building up the color. Now I'm going into the shade Roxanne, and I'm putting that even lower into my crease and onto my lid as well. And using these three shades together is going to create a nice gradient effect, and everything is going to look super nice and blended out as opposed to just using one or even two shades. Now I'm just buffing out the edges with a clean brush. Now I'm going into my Basic Bitch palette, yay! And the little card fell out and freaked me out. Okay, so now I'm going into the shade Text Me Later, and I'm putting that onto my lid, and I'm slowly packing on the color, doing a patting motion, and this is to ensure that I don't get tons of fallout on my face. And I'm going up to my crease, but I'm not going above it. So I'm kind of carving it out in a soft way, but I wouldn't call it a cut crease by any means. Now I'm going into the shade Sly Girl, which is a beautiful, grapey, glittery color. I absolutely love it. It doesn't look like a grape color in the pan, but when you put it on your lid, you're like, yep, it's a purple tinge. So I sprayed it with MAC Fix Plus to get the best color payoff, and I'm just putting that over top of Text Me Later. Now I am just sweeping a brush across those edges to make them nice and blended. I didn't put any additional color on this brush. Now I'm going back into the shades MFEO and Butter, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line, really buff it out and smoke it out, and I'm going to connect it to all my shadows that I have on my upper eye, on my eye. What am I talking about? So I'm just slowly building up that color again, and I'm buffing it out, making it nice and smoky. Now I'm going back into the navy shade Text Me Later. I'm using a flat definer brush to put that as close to my lashes as possible, and I keep building up the color because it doesn't show up as well when you just have one swipe, so I'm just building it up. Now I'm going into the shade Love This Bitch, which is the highlighter of the palette, and I'm highlighting my brow bone with that, and I'm also going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. It's a beautiful pale pink highlighter, very subtle. So now I am going to put on a thin line of liquid liner. I'm using the Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Trooper. I'm keeping that as close to the upper lashes as possible. This is just so when I use false lashes later, the band will kind of be hidden and it'll connect better to my lower lashes. Like it'll all blend together, if that makes sense. I'm curling those lashes and putting on some mascara to prep my lashes for falsies. I'm using my Huda Beauty Scarlett lashes. I love them so much. They're so pretty. Little heavy, but very pretty. Now I'm using my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk to make my eyes appear whiter and brighter. Now I'm going into my blush, which I accidentally jammed with my finger. It's the MAC blush in the shade Melba, which is a beautiful coral shade, I would say. Very matte coral. I'm going back into that highlighter shade, and I'm putting that obviously on my cheekbones and tip of my nose and cupid's bow. Now I'm going into lipstick, and I'm using the Too Faced lipstick in the shade Coral Fire, which is like a beautiful sort of pale red, if that makes sense, like kind of an orange red, but not as intense and vibrant, but I love it. And that is it.
So this is my finished look featuring the Basic Bitch palette from MAC. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun for me to do. I really liked this look. So please give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this one. And I really hope to see you guys next time. Oh, and keep your eye out for part 3. Bye guys!